What's going on YouTube? This is Rodney, Knaftastic, me, and it has been a New York minute since I have done anything on YouTube, and I just wanted to stop in real quick and thanks to everyone, a few guys who have reached out and make sure I'm okay. Appreciate that. And a few of y'all I've been staying in touch with regularly, doing some mods and work and stuff coming and stuff going, and I really appreciate everyone. Big shout out to Last Ranger Gary. You are the man. He is the man in the channel, the myth, the legend that started the under 1K wall, which is where channels, YouTube channels, specifically EDC gear, knives, that type of montage, so to speak, was on the wall. And as long as you were under 1,000, you're on it, and the mission is to get beyond 1,000 so you can get off the wall and make room for other people. Well, I had been on there for a while, and I've been on YouTube for heck 20 some years, probably since its inception. I don't even know, but I've only been doing videos for about 2 years, I think, maybe a little bit more. The time eludes me, but around 2 years, give or take. And I've sort of evolved as I go. My name was originally Core EDC, and I changed it to Knaftastic, and I grew pretty quick in the beginning. I was doing videos every day, a couple times, twice a day, and just ended up changing the format and the way I do things. But I'm over 1,000, y'all. I'm actually at like 1,150 something when I checked. So I think that is great, and thank you so much for all the support. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, turn the bell on, notifications. I'm going to try to start, because it's limited when I say try to start. I'm going to be randomly doing some show and tell knives coming, and mods and repairs and customs and making scales and this and that. Y'all, any of you that have been here for a period of time, that's what I'm doing. So basically that's what I got. Now we are almost 3-minute mark in. Again, big shout out. I will leave a link to his channel, and he has information for all the guys and gals on the under 1K wall. So again, check that out. Last Ranger, 1K wall. A lot of good beginners in the EDC content world of YouTube. If you're interested, I'd appreciate it if you go check them out. Thank you very much. Saying that I do have just surpassed 1,000, and now another 150. I'm going to be doing a giveaway, and it's pretty much for the 1,000, but by the time I do it, I might be where I'm at now, 1,150 or 1,152, or maybe a little more, maybe 1,300. I don't know, depending on how quick I end up growing, because I never can tell. More than likely, it'll take me 2 more years to get another 1,000, which is totally fine. But I got a giveaway. I'm gonna be giving away a few different things, some pins, some knives, some EDC type gear, gadgetry. Probably gonna be I might break it up to do a couple giveaways and just do singles, or do first, second, and third. It's a little bit harder on me when I'm mailing out 3 packages at the same time, because pretty much a lot of the stuff. Now I will take it back. I was gonna say I take care. It's all the cost is on me, but it's not. I have some generous people out there that really throw stuff at me and give me stuff for some of it is in payment for trade, some of it is just out of the kindness of their heart, which is the majority of them. It is, and it is much appreciated, and I'm able to do and have giveaways because of that. Quite a few of the items that I have in this particular giveaway, and I got another box to open tonight that has some stuff in it for the channel, and I can use it at my discretion for giveaway or reviews or whatever the case may be. But the gentleman that all y'all know him, the guy that donated some of these prizes, is Winchester Inc. He's been just so good to the channel, And I actually have 2 of his mods right here, and this is some flipper deletes I had for him. And that's a thumb stud from another knife I laid in there. But we have the Orion Solaris and the if I can get it out of the bag, it's going to get caught up. The Orion Solaris and the CRKT Polar, and both of these have had the flipper deleted. Come out pretty good, and you can see that it's flush to the back of the frame the way it lays there, and when you open it you can't get both, so it's a little lower in the open position, but you can see I wanted to keep a clean line when the knife was closed. I think it came out pretty good, and that's the Polar, and it had a little shiny spot on it right in here in the clip area. I got about 98% of it out. If you hold it in just the right light at just the right angle, you can see it, but I pretty much got most of it gone. It's still just, you can see it just, the camera's not really going to show it, but it's like right in here, and it's just a little small shiny spot. But I was able to get rid of the majority of it. And then the Solaris for Winchester, both of these are for mods for Winchester. This is the Orion Solaris by Blade Banner, his knife design, and we did a flipper delete. So no flipper there, cut away to where it blends smooth right here. You see the blend, and drop shut buttery. And on this one, it's sort of the opposite. I couldn't get a happy mix between the two, because if it was too high up here, it would be sticking out here. So it's sort of a reverse from the Polar is the way it functions. But I hope you're happy with them. I've had them for quite a while, and y'all have been distant for the last week or so, give or take, because I have been working on my truck. That's right. I drive an old 2000 Ford F-150, and the mechanic on it is me. And I did a complete top end, pretty much reworking fuel injectors and PVC system and all the vacuum lines, and new intake gasket, and cleaned the intake and unplugged this, and stuff was clogged up. It was running like I let it get too bad. But good news is, of like 5 engine codes that were on it from the OBD scanner, there's none. So it's running clean now, it's running good again, and hopefully I got a little bit of my gas mileage back. That being said, that's where I have been. I have been working on truck and working at work. I've put in 50+ hours a week. So sometimes I get home, I get busy, I'm just tired. Y'all know all about that, don't you guys? Tired. So, and I'll try to let's see what else. Okay, this is a mod I'm working on for another YouTuber. I believe he's got a YouTube channel. I've checked his channel out. I'm thinking it's him, but I'm not positive because I haven't gotten a reply from him yet. But this is Sephirin. I know there was a Seraphim. There was a movie I watched years ago called something Seraphim. It was a weird movie, but it was a good movie. I don't know if it's in relation to that. But here we have the Tucson TS81 that I believe he did almost like a light anno bronze on. And then he color faded the backspacer and color faded the pocket clip. Really like the job. If you did this, Seraphim, I like it. Good job, well done. And I'm modding this for him. I got it in hand. You sent it to me. After I've been working on this, I was like, wow, this is a little more than I thought. And I even mentioned to him about, the texturing, that we're not doing the texturing. And we're not. But these scales, let's see, this is clip side, this is show side. And these, I had to take the knife apart. I'm not going to do that right now. But this is a brass insert. And these are custom made, you know, belt sander and file and a couple Dremel tools here and there. And this is a custom fit, and I'm doing the holes last for a particular reason, because the way I have to fit things, I can, if I put the holes in first, and as I'm filing and grinding, trying to get things up into these corners so it's nice and crisp in the corners, if that makes sense. If I were to put the holes first and then I was off just a tad on my file, it would tweak everything around. So I usually save the holes for last. But that is going to be a brass insert, and we're basically doing sort of a contour, mild contour, and a stone wash. I think that's what we're doing. I do need to verify the final finish procedure. We've talked a few times. So if you're watching this video, please, I've sent you a message about working on the truck, but I didn't talk about the scales. So again, that's the brass. So that mod is in works, and I did a mod, or a trade and a mod. A buddy of mine sent me in a couple knives to look at. Berg Knife, you know who you are. He's a knife person of high interest in the knife community. He sent me a Tucson TS85 tank. Now, this was one of the first ones he ever did some of his custom anno colorization on, and I really like it. I think it come out good. But he decided he wanted a frag pattern on it. So I had just sold a Tucson TS85 tank to a friend, and I missed it already because it was one of my staples in my collection. And me and Berg were talking, and so we did that little switcheroo, traderoo, whatever. And I fragged the tank, and this is in like a goldish to blues and purple to back to purple and blues and golds. I left the back as is, which I still might get with him and say, hey, you know, do you want to try to frag the back? I would be willing to possibly try. Of course, it's going to mean more time, but we could work something out, I'm sure. But I like the look of just the front myself, but, you know, I have had some people contact me wanting it done on both sides, and I can see where that would be beneficial, especially if it's slippery or, you know, real shiny. And this was definitely slippery with the process that he did to it. But that's that, the TS85 in the medium frag. Come out pretty good. And I'll try to show that again maybe. But he sent me a couple knives to check out. He sent me, or one knife to check out. And I've only had it out of the box when I first got it. And this is the Stedimon Frida. It's a beast. It's a big old beast. I have an affection towards integrals, just because of the clean lines and the way they're built and the way they look for the most part. And I seen this and I was like, wow, I really want that in the collection one day. This thing is super heavy, super slick. It does have almost an orange peel titanium to it, but it's real light. I noticed that the pocket clip has no room except for slacks. You're not getting this in a pair of jeans, period. Not happening. This is not going in anything thick. But it's a nice clip. It's Mokutai clip. The color changes from side to top, which is sort of odd. See how bright, vibrant the colors are there? And then you roll it to the top and it just mutes out. It might need some Windex on it. I do like the way the finger grooves or the relief cutouts are done. I like when they do that on knives. Tucson does that sometimes. Now this is a front flipper and a thumb tab. This is not a I reckon you're calling that a tab. What do they call that? That is a disc, a thumb disc. It's got sort of the trapezoidal looking part, rectangle something going on. And it is in Mokutai or Damascus, and the pivot collar the same. on both sides. It's a pretty cool looking knife. It's a heavy knife. Berg was telling me that the blade is, it says it's M390, but he says it's magnetic, which I have not put a magnet to it. You can front flip, but you got to really work it, if that makes sense. And my magnet is not, it's in my work case because I'm actually traveling with some of my tools, so I don't have a magnet here handy. But it's got a nice blade, a compound grind Tonto sword. I believe that would be considered the Japanese, the way it's rounded. It's a nice knife. It's a big old knife, and I do like it. It's drop shutty. It's cool. It has a cool factor to it. But this is definitely one I would not end up getting. I'm glad that I was able to get it in hand. Thank you very much, Tony. Oh, Berg, I just said your name. Thanks very much, brother. See if I can delete that out. Okay. Okay. That is the mods. And if this video ends up going into 2 pieces, so be it. Actually, I'll save the next 2 for another video. And let's get into this unboxing. How's that sound? And Berg, I will be getting your stuff out to you very soon, probably tomorrow. And Seraphim, your stuff is still being worked on. Alright, I got a big old medium priority box. And tonight's knife that we're going to do this unboxing with, opening, is the Tucson TS318. Now this has been in my pocket every day for like, I don't know, 3 or 4 months since I got it. It's in my person at all times. I love the fidgetiness of it and the cut and the way you just hold it. It's just feels like a really good knife in hand, and it's very, very sharp. Now, this is a box of mods that's coming in, and then he said he put some other stuff in here to do as I will with, you know, to help in a giveaway, to use for the channel, to review, whatever. Yeah, I'm not sure, I can't remember exactly everything he said, but very generous guy. I thank you very much, brother. You know who you are. There's a note in here, and I think I remember you saying something about a note. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna read that in a minute. I reckon I need to read the note first, don't I? It's a long one. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, to give away whatever fits your need. Ooh, a little Kaiser. A fixed blade. Ooh, I don't have one of them, brother. Man, you have loaded this thing down with stuff. Oh my God. And one of them a lot of these I have been wanting to pull the trigger on, just haven't. Okay, so we got an awesome beanie, and I believe that's his company logo. And what did that stand for, brother? Did it say in here? Did I already read it and forget? Well, you got so much in here, I'm trying to scan it. Terracon. Yeah, this I'm not reading. This is at the bottom. Y'all forgive me, y'all. I'm half asleep. Cool. Engineering from. So we got the hat, the beanie, toboggan, whatever you want to call it. We got a nice hat and the, what do you call that camo? The, there's a name for it. I don't know what it is. We got knives, y'all. We got knives. We got knives and cases and knives. Now, these things that are in the cases, I know some of it's what's in there and some of it's not. Okay, this is pretty cool, y'all. Let me set this stuff to the side. Man, brother, you definitely have hooked me up again. I'm sort of digging this. This is pretty cool, y'all. I love that leaf blade. This reminds me of the Deltalith, the new one. I can't remember. It's the Deltalith. I'm at a total blank, but it's got like brass and black G10. Man, that just feels freaking perfect, dude. Very, very nice. I am digging that. That's the hard problem, y'all. I get knives, and you know, depending on what I'm gonna do with them, I want to keep them all. I want all knives, even the cheap gas station ones. Okay, so we're modding. Okay, we have the Tucson TS 313 that we're doing a mod to, and we have a TS 56. Now this is like a blacked out micarta that's in here. I believe this is this originally was their sort of a brownish burlap micarta, and somebody's done a dye job on it. I don't know if you know the history behind it, but we're going to do a scale swap on this one. I think it's going to come out really good. Need to go over some logistics with you as far as, you know, clip to lanyard, certain things you might not use. You know, that's the one good thing about making a custom knife, guys, a custom scale set. You might have a favorite knife, but you want to change something about it. Oh, and we're doing a thumb stud move on the 313, and I believe we're going to do something else. I have to talk and look again. But yeah, that's those two. Yeah, but when you modify a knife, you give it your personality, so to speak, and it's just fun. Ooh. Now see, for some reason I thought this was bigger. This is the titanium frame Vagrant. Now this is a pretty cool knife, y'all. It is super light, super fidgety and easy to open. Get that fingernail up underneath that ramp. Detent is it's hard to front flick, but I can reverse flick it fine. That is very nice, brother. That is a cool knife. I like the contrasting colors. Sort of a light blue. Definitely with the flat scales, the possibility for some mod work is definitely possible. And ooh, I've been wanting to check this one out too. Oh my God almighty. You just gave me some videos to do, brother. Thank you so much. Oop, I hit the camera. And I'm coming up on 24 minutes. I got to stop. Okay, I'll blend those together. I just stopped. If you're watching now, I just stopped the video and I'm starting again because my phone does a weird thing at 20 some minutes in. So anyway, This is the Scoria. I have been wanting this one. This is just a great knife. I love the contoured scales, the thinness of them. It is skeletonized liners. I love the accents, and the hidden screw pocket clip is a nice touch. CJRB, you're doing very good. This is a cool knife, y'all. Wow. Jeremy, brother. I'm just taken aback. This is just too much. Oh, God. Okay, now there's two in here. One of these is for a scale mod. This is the Tucson TS111. I've always really liked this knife. I like the shape of it, and it's going to lend itself to a pretty cool mod. Yes, indeedy. And then I've been wondering about this one, and I've never had one, y'all. This is the CEO. Now this is the fully blacked out version. And I've often wondered about how hard they are to get in and out of pocket, and how hard they are to open. Oh, it's almost assisted. You know, that clip is sort of funky, the placement of it, but I can understand why it's up top. But to hold it, it's like my finger gets behind it and it wants to kick out down here at the bottom. But I am digging this. This is almost like it's almost like a G10. I don't know if you can see the different colors, like a scale. Man, I think he said something about something in there. Man, brother, this is just too much. Alright, so we got the mods, we got the cool hats and the knives, and man, I'm gonna tell you, that's a good feeling fixed blade. That's a nice small fixed blade right there. Thank you very much, brother. I'm gonna tell you, you touch an old man. I appreciate it. I thank you for your kindness and your generosity, and I appreciate you for your work. And I will be getting with you in the next day or two. It's now Thursday, so probably, if not this evening, tomorrow. And I got to go into work Saturday morning, probably till at least lunch, but I'll probably stay and do some mods afterwards. So, and I got a few things to finish up, and I got another thing. I got I got a shaman that I have to get it. It's, you know how shamans get that newness. They're stiff, and the action is sort of not wonky, but it's not desired. And you know, hey, all knives that break in with time. Well, you know, the Spyderco, I've heard in particularly, has a break-in period that can be detrimental to it. You know, people don't want to have to fidget with it or modify it or adjust it or do this or do that. So